Hello. So we've been working on our distance and time graphs and looking at different lines and what stories they tell. So this is a lovely little activity where you get to watch turtles as they run a race, and you can see they run at different speeds, and you might also notice that they start in different places. And so what we'll work on is trying to represent the different speeds and the different starting places with the graphs and possibly with the equations. So let's take a look here. And the only difference with this screen and the previous screen is that we have a little bit of data here. And one other thing that we're doing is we're assuming these turtles are linear turtles. And so linear turtles means that they don't speed up and slow down. They just go at the same speed and never accelerate. So same speed. And so you can see that showing up if you look at the red turtle. You can see the speed there is constant. It's going up by 1 foot every second. So we could say that the red turtle has a speed of 1 foot per second. You can write FPS or you can write feet divided by second. The word per just tells you that you're dividing. The blue turtle goes 0 and 3. And if we're assuming it's going at the same speed, that looks like it went 3 feet in the first second. So it's going to go 3 feet in the second second. It's going to go 3 feet in the third second. And so we have 3 feet per second. Okay. So let's take a look at what that looks like when, instead of looking at them as numbers in a table, we look at them as lines along a graph. Nope, I got ahead of myself. We'll do the graph in a second. We got a third turtle here that we're going to watch. Doesn't look like it's going very fast. Okay, so now we'll look at the graphs. So what I want you to notice was earlier we had identified that the blue turtle was going 3 feet per second. The red turtle is going 1 foot per second. And I want you to notice that that shows up perfectly in the graph as well. The red line goes up 1 foot for every 1 second, up 1 foot for every 1 second, up 1 foot for every 1 second. The foot is the y value, the second is the x value. We're just talking about rise over run. And that should make something go off in your head. You've heard rise over run before. And that just means that the speed for any of these turtles, the speed is the slope. So that word slope is something we're going to talk about over and over and over again. And so that's the idea behind this activity, is that the speed is the slope. You can see the same thing with the blue turtle. Up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. The turtle is going there. By the way, this point that I got right here, watch the video again. Let's see. What does that point mean? Let's see if we can find out. What happened right at that point? I paused it just a little late. Let's watch it again. What happened exactly at that point where the two lines crossed over? Oops. I gotta. Oh, there we go. Gotta let it play it out, and then we'll do it again. Okay. So I want you to think about what happened exactly at that point. Then they also told us that the purple turtle took 8 seconds to finish it. So let's watch this again. Let's see if we can get it to go this time. There we go. So look at that moment. Think about what happened at that moment. And notice that the purple turtle finished it in exactly 8 seconds. So now we should be able to identify what the purple turtle's speed is by noticing that the purple turtle did how far? 12 feet in 8 seconds. So the purple turtle's slope is 12 over 8, 12 feet per 8 seconds. So the last thing I'm going to do is just write equations for each of these turtles. You can do the rest of the slide yourself, but I wanted to just hit some of the main ideas here. So the purple one goes 12 feet per 8 seconds. That's the slope. So that number touches x plus the y-intercept, which is 0. It starts right there at the starting line. If you want to, you can simplify that because 4 goes into both of those numbers there. Or you could write 1.5. And you can see that it goes up 1.5 feet every second. Or equivalently, it goes up 3 feet for every 2 seconds. So you can think of it as 1.5 over 1 or 3 over 2. It's the same. The red one goes 1 foot per second. So 1 times x, 1 foot per second, because x is seconds. Plus, notice where it starts. It starts at 6. And the blue one goes 3 feet per second and starts at 0. And you can leave off the 0 if you feel like it. So let me know if you got any questions. Those are some of the big ideas that you're noticing when you're working on the turtle time trials activity.